Hey everyone, thank you for all of my subscribers for checking back on my channel, and to all my new viewers, hello. So today I'm actually going to be talking about, yes, I'm wearing the same things. I'm talking about different AFSCs. So as you guys know, I did a video, check the links below, but I did one about my own job, which was TMO, and I actually recorded one of my friends and interviewed him, and he was a supply. What's interesting is TMO and supply, they fall under one squadron. A lot of bases are like it. It's they all fall under Logistic Readiness Center squadron. So pretty much I've given you 2 interviews about the Logistics Center. Today we're going to be talking about something completely different. They belong to a completely different squadron, and AFSC wise. I really feel also they're one of the most underappreciated sections. It's called Services, and I have a friend who's actually a service. That's her AFSC, and here she's going to explain. She can do better than me. Go ahead.
Hey, so
what's the code?
3MO. 3MO
so
for services.
Each job has a coding and everything and all that. So pretty much from the services, like with us in TMO, we're broken down. Services I know is broken down too. How's it broken down?
They're very we have 4 separate units, not separate, but we have 4 units that has their own mission.
Mm-hmm.
So first, the heart of the whole services operation is food, and then next is lodging.
No.
And then you have the fitness, and then you have mortuary / readiness. So
food
is the heart of the operation.
So
all of us.
You're pretty much like, you're either, if you're at base, you're like dining facility, right?
Well, after tech school, we all have to go through food for a year or 2.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
And then you get to go around.
Oh, okay.
We need to be trained on that one. So even if, for example, right now I'm under readiness / mortuary. If they need people for, to work at the dining facility, they can pull me out, and I know what I'm gonna have to do.
Okay.
And so is every other Services Airman.
4. That's a lot. So how many CDCs do you guys have? 3.
Mm-hmm.
We had 2 only. But CDCs are like your career development courses, where you have to read and everything.
Like, look at that over there.
Yeah. I think that's confidential information. No, actually other people showed it, but it's okay.
We're not showing it. I'm just showing it to you.
Oh man, those are so old. Okay. So with your job
it's high tempo.
It's high tempo. I was about to say that. She was reading my mind.
Yeah, we deploy a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it doesn't like for our job, like when me and my friend told, like for supply and TMO, I told it really depends on what base you go to too. But is that the same thing, or is just it doesn't matter what base you're at? Like service will deploy eventually.
We will always deploy. It doesn't matter where you're stationed at. You will deploy. We always go to like forward operating bases and bare bases. We're always there. As soon as there's boots on the ground, we're there with them.
If you guys know, this quick background, forwarding or bare base is pretty much, it's not established base like, the ones you see stateside, the big bases. It's pretty much what she says, like a bare base. Like
tent city.
You have a couple tents, or maybe a couple, maybe hut, like not huts I would say, but little small buildings, but it's pretty much, you're a bare area. And like she's saying, like, you need someone there to feed the troops and everything, right?
Yeah, to feed the troops, and we're also there to actually build the tents and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then from there we actually build. We're part of the team that actually builds the base. Mm-hmm. From there to actually operational.
Yep. So they're like the same with TMOs. Like we build the foundation and everything to get it ready for if need be, for it to become an established base if needed. So with you guys, I think one of my other interviews, I guess one of the biggest questions a lot of viewers would ask is is your job available across all bases?
Yes, every base that you go to, there's always going to be services. Mm-hmm. Without food, you need food, you need lodging. Somebody needs to conduct physical fitness test. Mm-hmm. And mortuary, at some bases, like where we're at right now, they don't have mortuary, but but guardsmen do, mm-hmm. And that's what I do. So yes.
I guess the biggest thing is because some people in other AFC. I'm not trying to dog anyone, but people usually talk down about other AFSCs if they see it. I have a lot of friends who are services, and they say they're just cooks or something. Break it down. Pass that message. How does the service AFSC fit in the Air Force mission?
Well, like I said, those planes are not gonna fly if you have a dead pilot. So without food, you die.
Exactly.
That's basically it. And even when I was deployed, Services is top dog right there, together with CE, because we've got the goods. Anywhere we go, we have the party, we have the drinks, we have the food. You need us.
Okay. We emphasize the food. Like
the food.
Break down the rest. Like, hey, give the gym some love. Give some lodging love.
Oh yes, of course. Fitness is always gonna be there. You can't give fitness to a civilian because it's good. The standard is gonna be different.
Exactly.
It has to be AFI.
And what's actually interesting is, I don't know if it's in this base too, but in my old base is like, you had people who are augmentee to do like fitness testing, but you're required to have actually a fitness staff member who is a service member to like watch over. Like they maybe weren't the ones conducting it, but they were watching and overseeing, making sure like, you know, the augmentees were holding the standards of the Air Force.
We got rid of the augmentees. We just
Services does all the fitness.
Services uniform personnel does uniform personnel's physical fitness.
Wow,
test.
so they test your PT. They cook your food.
They provide you. We provide you shelter.
They provide you shelter.
And
if you know good service people, they'll hook you up. No, I'm just kidding.
And when things didn't go well, we're also gonna take care of you.
So as you can see, just from across, like overall, they take care of the airmen. Like, you know, yes, maybe they don't work on the, you know, planes. They aren't in front combat. But in the end, they this is what a lot of people tell. If you're airman first, so no matter what your AFSC is, you're supposed to be ready to fight in, you know, all that. So the biggest thing is, there are people who are out in the front line in the Air Force who are in constant combat. That's not a lie, and you know, much appreciation to them for what they're doing. But at the same time, you can't disregard the people who are behind the scenes and doing it. Actually, I have someone from ALS. He was a big person like that. You know, he didn't think people were warriors because they were doing jobs that weren't in the front line. But then toward the end of ALS, he realized, hey, I can see the importance of them. They support us to be able to do our job, to do like, you know, complete the Air Force mission. And that's why I want people to know like the importance of each other's AFSCs and see that they all eventually connect to each other and all that. So as you can see, like supply services, they're broken down to 4 parts, and each part plays a big part in the Air Force mission. So I hope you guys got some insight in this. I hope you liked this video. Also, this services like TMO is one of those jobs. You don't need to be a U.S. citizen, right?
Yes, you don't have to be a U.S. citizen, but you have to be at least on an immigrant status.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't a citizen when I joined.
Yeah, and then unfortunately, like that is one of the things. Like sadly, there's only so many jobs that you can do when you're not a U.S. citizen. Like if you come in immigration status, but this TMO, the one I do, and hers is one of the few ones that you can do. So if you guys got some insight, if you're thinking of joining the military, there is, you know, don't think that this is a good starting point. You'll learn a lot of skills from either job, and then if you want, you can cross train later and all that. But it's one of those jobs that will only be one of the few that are available to you. So keep that in mind. Don't be picky and all that. Definitely like this video, share it. I hope you guys got some insight. I know a lot of people like always ask about jobs. Can you tell me about this job? And I hope these kind of videos are helping you. This is my 3rd one. I hope you guys got something out of it. If we were distracting, you can comment that below and say, make it more serious. But I like having more laid back videos now. They're more fun, I think. So guys, I hope you like this video. Share it. Follow me on any other social media, Kotaro Prince, Snapchat. Are you sure you don't want to shout out?
Yes, I'm sure.
This is the 3rd time I asked. She's gonna eventually want to shout out. She wants to become famous. She's someone that doesn't know it. But guys, I hope you got some information, and definitely comment below. I love answering back to you guys. All right, thank you. Any other video you want to make out there?
It's up to you. You're the one who drove here.
I don't know what other video.
I have no idea.
We can talk about Air Force.